Welcome to the Sydney Innovation Festival, and thank you so much for your time. I think for students who don't know, which might be a bit surprising, but who is Melissa Wu?
Hi, I'm Melissa Wu and I'm an Olympic diver, been to 4 Olympics, and I'm an Olympic silver and bronze medalist.
As well as that, you own several businesses. Would you consider yourself to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I would. I own my own activewear label, Havoc Athletic, and I also co-own Hardcore Strength and Australian Diving Academy.
Now, what drove you to start these businesses? Did the Olympic athlete get a bit boring?
No, it keeps me quite busy, but I think I just started my businesses. Basically, I started with hardcore with my brother, and my whole family's in weightlifting, and we've built a gym and a good community there. Outside of being an athlete, my first passion is then coaching others and helping others to achieve their goals. And from there, it kind of just branched out into my activewear label. I was buying a lot of my activewear actually from the US, from CrossFit type brands, and we didn't really have that here. So that's what inspired me to start it, and then it just kind of further developed from there. And then also Australian Diving Academy, which is diving coaching specifically, and that's what the sport that I've been in my whole life, and I love being able to share some of my wisdom and knowledge and experience with the younger generation.
Wow, so we have diving coaching, activewear label, and the hardcore business with your brother. What skills overlap with an Olympic athlete and an entrepreneur?
Mainly, I think passion and resilience. A key thing of being a successful athlete is being able to bounce back when things don't go your way. And that has happened a lot to me as an athlete and as a business owner. And I think that I definitely learn a lot from both areas of my life, and they help me to then keep pushing and get the best out of myself.
So then, we have hundreds of students watching this right now. How should they acquire those skills, particularly because there's a pandemic right now?
It can be really difficult during COVID, and I think that the key thing is the people that you have around you and who have different skill sets and come from different areas in life. I think it doesn't matter what area you're in, it's always a great opportunity to learn from other people. And I've actually learnt the most in my career, not just as an athlete, but also in business, from friends who work in completely different businesses, but they've been able to share a lot of knowledge and experience with me, and I just have soaked all of that up. And I think being at uni as well is a great opportunity to meet those types of people and basically just make the most of that opportunity.
Melissa, you started your Olympic journey at such a young age. What was that like?
It was amazing being able to achieve so much at a young age. I got to go to Commonwealth Games at 13 years of age, and I had the whole of Australia behind me, and that feeling of being at my first international comp, being a little bit naive and not having that pressure of, having to do well just yet on that kind of international stage was a really nice feeling. It's something I reflect on a lot now and go back to that stage of kind of when it all started and how I felt going in, where I basically just went for it and I didn't hold back, and I just basically made the most of it. You've
spoken a little bit about how kindness can make someone's day and really help them. How do you enact those principles in your day-to-day life?
An act of kindness goes a long way, and doing something just really simple like smiling at someone or checking how they're going, I think those things make a really big difference to people. Even though I compete in an individual sport for the most part, I can never do what I do without a huge team behind me, and that's sort of my immediate team of people that I train with, but also a more extended team of all the support staff that help me get there in various different areas. And I really try and mimic that in my businesses as well, and I work, I co-own businesses with my brother and also with one of my previous teammates, so I think that that's always been a huge part for me, and I really like working in really supportive environments, so that's a big thing for me.
Melissa, thank you so much for your time in inspiring our students. If you had one final message that you'd like to give to them, what would it be?
My final message would be to just always make sure you're doing what you love. That might change over time, but I think that you can never really put 100% into something if you're not really enjoying it. So make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and doing it for you, not for somebody else. And I think just in life, there's a lot of ups and downs. So be prepared to get knocked back a few times, but it's not about that. It's about how you bounce back and being able to stay resilient and just keep pushing forward and achieving your goals.